If you're watching this video because you're going bald, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I want you to know that I'm not going to tell you that you need to have all the confidence in the world because you're losing your hair. I'm not going to tell you that because it's not true. Going bald is detrimental to your self-confidence sometimes, and other times it's not. That's why I brought along two friends for this journey to help you learn something awesome. My friend Ricky from stewdippin, my friend Scott from nerdsync. Now, I think we all have different perspectives on this topic, so that's why I wanted to make this video, not just featuring me. Because I think that as a black man, people are going to say, well, you already look good bald, your race look better like that, so I brought a white guy with me. And some people are going to say, well, you always embrace, loving yourself and being who you are. We're not all that confident, Chris. Well, that's why Ricky's here. Because Ricky didn't fully embrace being bald. He wears a hat to hide it, but he does so in a way that gives him a place he can be in his heart. And the thing is, I'm not going to knock that. It's not my thing. I own hats. But I don't wear them to hide my baldness. I said, you know what, world, what's up? Look at me, dome. I'm living this life, I'm out here. I'm doing this. But that's not everybody's truth. So let's keep it real here, guys. We're all different. So today's video is about going bald and keeping your confidence. And I really hope you get something out of it. We're all going to share stories. We're all going to talk and jump around a little bit. So please bear with me. The video might be a little bit long, but I think it's worth it because it's something that's going to help a lot of people. So if you are going through this right now, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy.
Really liked my hair all that much. Ever since I was in high school, I started noticing kind of a bald spot in the back of my head, and I couldn't tell if it was just, an actual bald spot or my hair was just really naturally thin, which is also true, which made things a little more confusing.
When I first got on YouTube, I had just started to lose my hair. I literally had just started to notice that my hair was thinning out. And I tried to hide it. I did really embarrassing things like, those eyebrow pencils that women use, or Barriquas use to, make the eyebrows pop. My mom had a lot of those. So I would steal them from her house and use the eyebrow pencils to fill in the parts of my hair that weren't growing as much anymore.
Underneath this hat, I am bald. Boom! Big reveal! So I started going bald at the ripe young age of 19 years old. My hair started thinning, especially up front, and I became very self-conscious. I felt unattractive. I felt like no woman would want to be with some creepy looking old guy.
So actually a couple of years ago I tried shaving my head, but I don't think I was mentally ready for that yet. It took a couple of years for me to get confident enough in myself. In fact, when I shaved my head the first time, I didn't have glasses. I didn't have nearly as full of a beard. Not that this is anything super impressive, but I don't know, it just didn't look good. But now, as I recently shaved it again and have kind of made that transition as this is gonna be the rest of my life, apparently. I don't know. I actually really like it.
But then sometime during college, I came across this hat. And this hat was the hat that gave me a lot of the confidence I needed to start moving forward and doing things. Not only that, but plot twist, I ended up getting married to a woman who wanted to date a creepy looking old bald man. Because ultimately, and fortunately for me, I am more than my scalp. I am the man underneath the hat, because let's be honest, no one wants to marry a hat. Unless you're that red hat from Mario Brothers, then you can get it.
But ever since I embraced the bald, I've gotten a lot more confident in myself instead of trying to mess my hair to kind of hide a bald spot or anything like that. I walk out in public and just kind of just say almost announcing, yeah, you know what? I'm bald. I don't actually go out there and announce that I'm bald. That would be obnoxious. But you get what I mean. There's no hiding it. And what's really interesting is that all my friends and family members, they think that they're the very first people to ever comment on the fact that I'm bald. Yeah, gang, good observation. I hadn't realized the hair loss. I'm glad you guys are around to fill me in on that.
Yeah, being bald doesn't always feel great, and I wish I could stand here and tell you that, I'm the most confident when I'm bald, and I'm just not. I actually grew to like the way I look with a hat. I actually feel more myself. But over the years, I've grown to be more confident hatless. It just catches everyone by surprise. Oh, I just thought you were born with a hat. Honestly, I've just gotten used to wearing hats, and I actually do feel a little more of myself when I am donning one of my favorite hats.
Like, look at this. I have a birthmark right here. Gigantic birthmark, which to me makes me look like something of a monster. But the thing is, no one seems to care. I still get girls, I still make friends, I still get jobs. No one's like, I don't want that guy in here with that birthmark. It doesn't really hinder me in any significant way. I've had like maybe like 1 or 2 people make a comment like, oh, I didn't know you were bald. Weird. And that's really the tough of it. And I was like, okay, you know what? If 1 or 2 people think it's weird, then they think it's weird. But the fact that it's reality, this is life. We all have things we go through.
Like, honestly, I know it might sound like I'm just trying to make myself believe it to be true, but it really is one of the best decisions that I've made. There are a lot of people that compare me, because I do talk about comic books and stuff, there are a lot of people that compare me to supervillains, right? You get your Lex Luthors or any sort of maniacal villain like that. But, you know, there are plenty of bald heroes out there. Professor X, Luke Cage, which, one second. Probably can't cosplay as that one, although the number one thing I am getting is probably Hugo Strange. I'm not entirely sure I see it, but...
In BT dubs, you're not creepy if you're bald. That's just an idea that I had growing up, because being bald wasn't ever celebrated as like oh, some people have hair and some don't. It was always just like, ha, look at that bald person. And so I just always associated it with it being a not positive physical attribute. And I also want to be a positive voice out there that, like, you not having hair growing, or even you just deciding to shave your head, doesn't mean that you're less of a human. You're just a person, and genetics. Like, that's it.
I think it makes me look a little bit more professional sometimes, even. And that kind of works for me. That's the kind of vibe that I want to go for.
The thing is, we're all going to obsess over our appearance. It's human nature. It's very, very vital to our identity of what we look like. But no matter if you're losing your hair, or you're getting old, or you're getting wrinkles, you're still the same you on the inside. And I think being able to accept that and understand that is going to be the most important thing. Maybe this new me, the new identity, the new Chris, is a better Chris. But I won't know unless I try. I'm looking at you right now, and I know that I'm not alone. I know that we've all struggled with this, especially if you're watching this video. Feeling less than confident is a terrible thing, but it's not the worst thing, and you can definitely make it through. Find a way and get to work. My name is Chris. This has been Nerd Motivation. Thank you to Ricky and Scott. Please check out their videos and their channels down below.